Favre Leuba today, and I'm also with Patrick Hoffman, who is the CEO, co-founder of Favre Leuba. And he's going to take me through history, and this is very interesting, so stay with me.
So what we did for this show, we took 23 of our pieces from our museum collection.
Okay.
We have about 160 pieces in our museum. We chose 23 to showcase here in Geneva.
So where is this 160 pieces museum?
That is being built as we speak in Grenchen, Grange, which is the German-speaking part of Switzerland.
Oh, lovely. So now here we have 23 pieces.
Yes.
Okay.
So you see pieces like a triple calendar at the era of the pocket watches. We are very proud that Favre Leuba at some stage also produced a pocket watch with a minute repeater, which we are showcasing here. A beautiful piece with an enamel dial, and of course, because of the size, with a beautiful minute repeater sound. What many people don't know about Favre Leuba, Favre Leuba was the first brand entering the Indian market.
Yes.
And part of the era of the 60s, 50s, even 70s in India was so-called co-branding or co-stamping. So you see pieces here which are co-branded, like for example a Zenit timepiece, which shows Zenit, it shows Favre Leuba. We have a Bovet, a beautiful Bovet chronograph, which is also stamped Bovet and Favre Leuba. And here with Bovet, some people don't know that in the 40s, Bovet was owned by Favre Leuba.
Bovet was owned by Favre
Leuba.
And
it was in 1946.
46, okay.
And then we have a piece here which is called.
Very interesting.
This is an interesting piece.
Because
it's an
you
IWC.
You have the dial which is vintage.
Which is Bovet, very vintage, of course. This is a timepiece from the 60s, which we did together with IWC at that time. Now, of course, I can be super proud about that piece, and that's why you see a special display here. This was a piece from the 50s. It was the first Calatrava series of Patek Philippe, which was water resistant.
Okay.
And here, Patek Philippe did a collab, I would call it. Today we would call it collab with Favre Leuba. So you see it with the logo of Patek Philippe, and you see it with the name of Favre Leuba on the same dial. Of course, it was a Calatrava. It was produced by Patek Philippe, but co-branded with Favre Leuba.
But you know, Patrick, there could be plenty of such pieces or number of pieces which may be somewhere. It can't be only one piece, right?
There are some. I don't know how many have been produced.
Okay.
This is a piece which we bought from an auction 2 years ago.
Okay.
It was serviced about 4 years ago by Patek Philippe. So we have all the papers from Patek Philippe.
Okay.
Super proud to have this in our collection.
Sure.
And then came the era of the 60s, and the 60s was an important era for tool watches, not only for Favre Leuba, but for many, many brands. And first in the watch industry was the Bivac in 1962, which was the first time that a watch brand produced an altimeter. So you could see the altitude when you were climbing. It would also be a safety system, because the moment an altimeter would change or a barometer would change drastically, climbers would know that the bad weather would be arriving. Then came, show this first, 1964. It was the era when many watch brands came with diving watches, like the Seamaster. There are many brands which came with diving watches. Blancpain is one of them as well. And Favre Leuba was one of them as well. So this was called the Deep Blue in 1964. We did a re-edition in 2024 to celebrate the 60th anniversary. And this year we are celebrating the Harpoon. The year of the Harpoon was 1966. 2026 now, it's 60 years. So we did a re-edition, which I'm wearing here on my wrist.
Oh,
it's a re-edition of the Harpoon, the original Harpoon from 1964.
So this is latest launch at Watches and Wonders.
This has been launched 2 days ago here
2 days
in
ago.
Geneva. Exactly.
Okay. Not limited edition, of
Not
course.
limited edition.
Okay.
It's a re-edition
So
from
if we had to just
1966.
understand for my collectors, this is in steel.
This is in stainless steel.
And what's the dial?
The dial is a sunray dial.
Okay.
And what is very interesting, The indexes, they are so-called button indexes. They're applied, they have facets, and that was very typical to have those horizontal indexes. That was a trademark, I would call, of the Favre Leuba harpoon of 1966. You don't see this really today, but in the re-edition, of course, we stayed true to the history and we did it.
I must congratulate you because it's a very elegant and a very clean watch. Very understated
it's
as
very
well.
understated. I would call it, it's simplified, I would
Simple,
call it, but in a good
watch.
way.
Yes.
And of course, in German we have that word you might understand, we call it the Zeitgeist of
Yes.
today. It's really
Yes.
hitting the nail on its head, I would say. And then a very interesting history, or part of the history of Favre Leuba, was when Jaeger-LeCoultre and Favre Leuba were in the Sapik group.
Sapik group.
That
yes.
was a group in the 60s, and there Favre Leuba produced a lot of watches for Jaeger-LeCoultre. We see here a Favre Leuba reverso,
Reverso.
but it's branded Favre Leuba because there was a cooperation and production assembly which they did together, those two brands. We have a memo radar, which reminds many people, of course, on the memo box,
Yes.
and here another rectangular or reverso style timepiece, which was produced together with Jaeger-LeCoultre.
And this one?
This was a typical cushion-shaped chronograph from the 70s.
Okay.
And here we see the era of the so-called Datora time. Datora, Rolex, many brands they produce those Datora watches. We produced one together with Bove. And we are seeing afterwards, you're going to see a new edition which we launched also 2 days ago, which we called the Triple Calendar. The 1737 Triple Calendar, which is really a reminder or an inspiration from the Datora timepieces. And then comes the new era, which these are the timepieces when we relaunched the brand 18 months ago. These are timepieces where we took the inspiration. We see here a chronograph from 1960. 1960 was the year of chronographs, where many brands, Daytona was one of them, used a caliber Valjoux 72, and that was that area where we used those calibers as well. And here a cushion shape, again with a Valjoux movement, a Valjoux chronograph number 23. It was that era of the chronographs of Valjoux which came up. And these were inspirational pieces for our new collection, which we started 18 months ago.
Bravo.
Thank you.
This is
And these are
fabulous.
already two samples from the new area from
New area.
2024.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. This
Thank
was
you.
really very enlightening, and I'm sure our collectors and enthusiasts are going to love knowing, understanding. But if you can bring this to India, nothing like it, because they are going to love to touch and feel these
Absolutely.
and hear it from you straight in person.
Thank you. And I hope I can welcome you soon in our museum in Grenfell.
That would be a pleasure indeed. Thank
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Patrick.